This is a test.
Embarrassment of riches.
Hello, everybody. This is Rich at Embarrassment of Riches, and I'm here to post my entry for the contest for our good friend in Denmark and Norway, Morten Aastad. And the vinyl community is getting together so we can use our collective power to raise him up to 650 subscribers. Morten definitely deserves 650, or as Mike MGK Boston has said, 650,000. He posts great videos, is a great artist as well. He adds art to his videos. Very interesting taste in music, and I watch every video that he posts. I've been a fan, subscriber for about a year now, I suppose, maybe just under a year. Always enjoyed what he has. And this is going to be a Scandinavian-centric contest as far as the things that we are supposed to answer. So let's start with the first one, I believe, is we must subscribe to his channel. Already done, obviously. Secondly, I believe we're supposed to make a video. I'll get around to that someday. I'm busy right now, but I will make a video about this eventually. One of the things I really enjoy about Morten's channel is his apparent love of baseball. I've not heard in any of the episodes I've watched him actually talk about baseball, but he has a wide variety of baseball caps, which I can certainly respect, and I certainly hope that means he is a baseball fanatic like myself, because that'd be one more thing that we have in common along with vinyl record collecting. And thirdly, Morten wants us to tell 3 people about his channel that may not already know about it. I'm going to do just that. The first YouTuber that I'm going to send information about this contest to is the first YouTuber that I actually watched talk about their vinyl collection. It is Vinyl Fury. He took a long break a few years ago, and I lost contact with what he was doing, and recently he's recording again, and it was the first channel that showed me that you could actually do this sort of thing, and people might care. Otherwise, most of us are just yelling into the void about our records before we could talk into our phones and have other people talk back at us in the comments section. So he's the first one that's going to find out about this. All right. The second channel that I'm going to recommend this contest to is the newest one that I have become a subscriber of. It is Dots and Loops Record and Film Reviews. I recently watched a room tour that he had done, and it was great stuff. And I hope he continues to make more videos, and he will be getting a link to this as well. And the third channel that I will be recommending this contest to is one I've enjoyed for a long time. It is the North Carolina Vinyl Picker. He has great selections that he always shows on his videos. His collection is superb. He's got a wonderful Kate Bush poster on the wall behind him. And I just enjoy hearing him talk about the records and watching to the stores he goes to. He keeps talking about this one Noble Records place that I've never heard of. I'm hoping it's a nice store, but people in North Carolina keep yapping about it. I hope someday I can get there. The next thing that Morten asks us to do is to show an artist of Norwegian descent. And that did take a bit of investigation because I couldn't think of anybody off the top of my head that was of Norwegian descent. But with a little searching, thanks to Wikipedia, like a lot of us in the VC that were looking for this, I found I found many, and a lot of them have been done by other people, so I tried to find ones that nobody else had done. Doesn't mean nobody else has, it just means that I have not seen them. The first artist in my collection of Norwegian descent that I would like to share is the superlative Beck Hansen. I have only these 2 records, sadly, so far. I have Orten and I have Weirdo. I would love to have many more, but the ones I like and the editions I want are a bit pricey right now, so I'm kind of laying low and hoping for a bargain here and there. but I feel eventually I'll just buy reissues of everything because the original presses go for a lot of money nowadays on some of them. I do love the ones I have though. And next up, of Norwegian descent, is the lead singer of Pearl Jam, Edward Louis Severson. I have many Pearl Jam records, but this is a greatest hits, which I usually will end up putting on instead of listening to some of the other albums that might have songs that I don't really care for. This one is pretty much drop the needle and walk away and enjoy. So there. Those are my two artists of Norwegian descent. And I am also a great supporter in general of people of Norwegian descent because I married one. I guess that makes her a supporter of people of Bohemian descent, or at least a sympathizer. And the last thing that our friend Morten asks us to do is to show a record from 1971, a year that I am fairly partial to myself, being that that was the year I was born as well. Still, a good year nonetheless. So, I looked on Discogs and narrowed down my 1971 records and had a little bit more than I thought I did. So, I picked two that I really enjoy. First up, Curtis Mayfield with Roots. Keep on keeping on, get down. We got to have peace. I really enjoyed his work with the Impressions, obviously. Who wouldn't? This is a great record as well. Most people go for the Superfly soundtrack, but this one for me is it. And another one from 1971 because it is such an incredible year that was a bellwether for the birth of many, many great people, including Morten and myself. It was also the year that the self-titled first release from John Prine was unleashed upon the world. And I hope everybody has a copy of this because it is that great and that important. I love this record. This is my original press, and I love it so much that I bought the Orange Vinyl Me Please release a couple years ago. This is just so good. The remaster is a little bit better than the original. My original is super clean. I got lucky with that. But I love this record so much. Maybe somebody here will be seeing this for the first time and decide to give it a try, and that would make me very happy. Another incredible release from 1971 that I have in my collection is this UK version of Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits. It includes a couple of tracks that weren't on the US version. I believe it's She Belongs to Me and One of Us Must Know. It adds a little different flavor to it when you're accustomed to the US track listing, a record that I've been listening to for almost 40 years by this point. So it's just nice to have in the collection. And two more from 1971 since it was such a great year and I keep finding more and more in my collection. Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story. Everyone knows this record. There's a reason why it's a classic. And they just keep coming. T-Rex, Electric Warrior. Awesome. 1971 was a hell of a year. Just ask my parents. And, of course, the Mark Bolan gatefold. That would make a hell of a poster. That is my entry to Morten's contest for his quest to 650,000 subscribers. I hope he gets there. I hope he's already there. I've been sitting on this for about a week trying to get all my things together, but here we are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. I did enjoy reading the Wikipedia page that had the list of notable people of Norwegian descent, and some of them were surprises, and others weren't so surprising, but I did find out that the great Matt Groening is of Norwegian descent, and this is about all I have to represent Matt Groening and the great work that he has done. I bought this at the San Diego Comic-Con maybe 15 years ago, but it is my glow-in-the-dark Bender Bending Rodriguez bank. I've never opened it, obviously, but it still glows in the dark, and it's very cool, and it's usually on the shelf behind me when I film my videos, so it's obviously something that I enjoy looking at and I'm happy to have. And the next child of Norwegian parents that I found on that list is one of my absolute favorite artists of all time. I'm fairly obsessed. It is the great Charles Schulz. This is a book, Schulz and Peanuts. It's a biography, very insightful. I'm glad I bought this. I actually got this at a thrift store for like $5. I had read the version at my library when we lived in Southern California. Shout out to the Rancho Cucamonga Public Library. Great stuff. A flawed man, of course, but the work speaks for itself and how he changed the medium entirely. And I'll show a little montage of some of the things of Peanuts that I keep close to me. I mean, these things are in my desk and my office, and I didn't even leave this room for those few things. I have a lot more stuff that's just not on display yet.